It's really hard to be mad when you're shooting a few rounds off, huh?
It's like shaking and smiling. You cannot say I'm in such a terrible mood while you're also shooting
You want to
steel.
turn that frown upside down. It's a good way. Unless you don't like guns or shooting.
Nice way to blow off some steam.
America.
And we are continuing to get like 14 eggs a day. It was like, went to 10 and 11 and 12, now 14. So we also are realizing that the food we're using now, the Joel Salatin blend, is making our old chickens who we thought were done laying, they're laying like crazy. We're getting eggs, eggs, eggs. And we actually just started selling some of our own eggs. Our first profits from the homestead at our shop, and that's going great. We have the most beautiful eggs in town. They're rainbow egg. I'll show you. Come with me. So we have these lovely custom cartons.
Christmas present.
That one's empty, but we're laying them out. Color coordinated eggs. They're beautiful, and people are buying them and they're eating them right up. So chickens are doing good down there. We really haven't got as much wood chips to them as we really need to. That's kind of where I feel things are lacking, but other than that, the winter coop has been great.
Well, they've been frozen.
Yeah, the wood chip piles, we have to like chip them away. Chip at the chips. But we did have one poopy butt chicken problem that was building up over the last few days. We still didn't have the camera to film, but what we did do was give our first chicken bath. So we had one chicken. I noticed that, I don't remember what I noticed first, that it had a pretty pasty butt or that it was off on its own. I think I probably noticed its scoopy butt, and then I realized it was kind of going off on its own. It wasn't acting normal. It was kind of hunched over. It kept closing its eyes. Definitely was like showing me that it's a sick chicken. It wasn't interested in food. It kept drinking water whenever I presented fresh water, and I did put some apple cider vinegar and garlic in the water. It was drinking that. I felt good about that.
It was pooping.
Yeah, it was pooping. Watery poops. Sorry about all the poop talk. Lizzie and I trimmed its poopy feathers off. She prepared a warm bucket of water. We washed its buttress off and got it all clean. And now I think she's doing better. We did trim. And looks like that may have fixed it. I don't really know if it was a parasite load. Earth. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that fixed it right away, but because they're in a winter coop, parasite load is something to watch out. We are keeping the, shoveling the poop out and stacking fresh bedding, but we haven't used diatomaceous earth yet, and so we did buy some of that at our feed mill, put that on their perches. I put some of that in their dust bath, and kind of like high traffic areas or areas I think that they'll be sitting or roosting, and I don't know, chickens are doing well.
That's another little hack, is the diatomaceous earth, getting it from the mill.
Yeah, we saved a lot of money buying it from our grain mill, which we also save on getting food. It's fresh food. We can have it blended how we want. Seek these things out. You don't have to, I bet you can drive to one. You don't have to go to the big box stores to get your feed, and I think you might be happier with your results if you... I'll just go ahead and vouch for the Joel Salatin blend. Look it up. You'll be able to find a Joel Salatin layer blend, and for us so far, it is working for sure. So that's chicken update. Chickens are good. Ordered chickens today, so we're getting into the chicken brain stuff, chicken shores. Way it looks like I might have about 4 months of chicken shores heavy, and I'm just waiting for the okay to order pigs. Oh, speaking of pigs, I signed up for Hand Hewn's full 3-day hog butchering workshop, and I am really excited about that. I didn't know those guys have their farm right in here, Ohio, but they are hosting the workshop at a farm 20 minutes from us. It's where we actually go to do our farm market with a juice truck. So they will be, the farm there will be hosting Hand Hewn's workshop, and I will be joining to learn about all things pig butchering related so that I can get a pig. Is that my struggles with the sourdough starter, I failed and failed again, and I gave up, and then I was at a local farm store and I got some rye flour, and I started a new method with the rye flour, and it was slow going, but it seemed like it was starting to get to be an active starter. And then I had the great idea to ask our friend, actually at the dairy farm where we get our raw cow's milk, their daughter bakes sourdough, and I told her about my sourdough woes, and then she decided she'd give me some of her starter, which is very strong. And this thing, you can't tell, but this is like tripled today, quadrupled today, very active, and sourdough's on. So I have been feeding that starter and using it. It's great, it's working great. And my starter that I got going with the rye, it is active. I did bake with it. It made a good loaf, not quite as fluffy. It's definitely not as active, but I'm going to continue to feed that starter, keep it going. I do have some starter in the fridge now, so if I ever botch that other one up, I think I can keep it going. But the sourdough is on. I have a loaf going right now, actually, that I started some this morning, and I've done my stretch and folds. It's pretty well risen, so I'm going to go ahead and shape this loaf. Then I put it in the fridge for at least an hour and let that rise slow down, and then I'll bake it. I'll probably bake it tonight so that we have fresh sourdough for breakfast in the morning. It has been so great to get back on our sourdough, though. We have consistently had fresh sourdough ever since our sweet friend gave us a little bit of her starter, and we were really getting tired of buying store-bought sourdough. It's just not the same.
I think that's it. We got the GoPro back. We're gonna try to get back in the swing of filming when we're doing important stuff and editing and getting that out to you guys. And tomorrow's a new day. Order your chickens.